Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned that allowed me to build up a sizable rental portfolio in a little over a year, um, and other things I wish I wouldn't have done or would have done a little bit differently. I take a lot of questions from you guys. I'm very interactive. I want to help you guys, real estate investors or potential real estate investors, because real estate is a very powerful tool, especially for wealth building or whatever goal you might have. And it's been very influential in my life, and I want to help other people, like I said, potential or new real estate investors, accelerate learning curves and step over things that trip me up along the way. And so this week I got a question from an investor, fabulous question, about my Patlive script. So when and you guys, some of you are probably like, what's Patlive? So when I get a phone call, because I can't be around to answer calls all the time, I send everybody to a Patlive. So the number I have in my direct mail or bandit signs or whatever marketing I'm using, I have the number I have on there is a Patlive number. So it goes to Patlive, and they have a script that they read. And then it gathers me some information, and then I call them back. I can do a little research before I speak with them, and then I can gauge the level of motivation and what have you from there. So it kind of allows me to do a little bit of front end loading, so I'm not just talking with somebody randomly or have to be by my phone all the time. And trust me, I know it's better to have somebody answer the calls 100% of the time, but when you're a one-man show, it's a little difficult. So for those of you who start out, this will prove to be very valuable. I'm going to walk through every single question that I have on my Patlive script, and I'll probably give you guys a little bit more information on maybe why I picked a question here or there, but I'm just going to walk through all of them. There are quite a few, so just bear with me. But when this is exactly what Patlive will say to my potential sellers when they call in. So the first is, what is your phone number? Well, they get the name, they have a caller ID, and they say, what is your phone number? How did you hear about us? So that's direct mail, bandit, what have you. If it's a sign, so if it's a bandit, where did you see the sign, a street name or intersection, so I can keep track of all that. What prompted you to be interested in our service? So why are they calling you, essentially? It could answer quite a few questions there. What are 3 results that you want to receive from our service? So it might be a quick closing, or a closing on a certain date, or I need to cash out, get some money out. I need these repairs done, whatever it is. So what are 3 results you want to see? Have you used a similar service before? If yes, how was your experience? You want to kind of know, are they skeptical of real estate investor? Are they not really familiar with them? What's their level of involvement? And then in your opinion, what's the biggest area that we can add value to you? Again, how do they think we can help them? Why are they calling us? Did you know the average? So this is a good one I like to throw out. So I update this sometimes when we get the new HAR report on what's going on in the market. Did you know the average time a home is on the market in Houston is 52 days? Are you prepared to wait that long to sell your property? So if some people might tell you, hey, no, I can't do this, and you say, well, hey, are you prepared to wait 50 some days? And some people might just be calling you to get a test. They might say, yeah, absolutely, I'm ready to wait 52 days. That doesn't bother me. So it gives you, again, some more information. What are your plans if you can't sell? So it kind of gives you an idea. Do they have a backup plan, or are they pretty much selling? What is the address of the home? So now we're going into more information about the actual house. If you were to keep the house for another couple years, what would you fix or upgrade? Excuse me. Have you made any upgrades? If so, what are they? What do you like about the house? When did you buy it? Is it a rental property or owner occupied? That gives you an idea right there on, you should have a pretty good idea if you're mail and absentee, but if you're doing bandits or what have you, that will give you an idea how much, they might have some emotional attachment to the house. Is anyone else involved in the decision to sell? You want to make sure you're speaking with the decision makers when you call back or when you make your presentation and do your walkthrough, that all the decision makers are there. And then yeah, okay, the house is paid off, right? They'll say yes or no. And if no, you say, well, what is the approximate mortgage balance? And they'll tell you. Sometimes they won't, but more often than not, they will, especially if you explain to them why, or you can ask that again if they say, don't worry about it. And then, how much do you want to sell your property for? How did you arrive at that number? Do you know, are they going off of just Zillow? Are they just guessing a tax appraisal? Gives you kind of some information on how involved they are and how much research they've done. And then the last one, if we were to pay cash, close when you want, and pay all the closing costs, is that figure negotiable? So is it negotiable? That will tell you also their level, where they're willing to go. Or you might be able to knock down a few thousand there. They might say yes. They might say absolutely not. It's firm. It just gives you kind of an idea. That's it. Those are the questions I ask. Now, excuse me. I do want to say, I test a lot of different things. I'm testing this as well. This is not what it looked like when I first started. It's not what it's going to look like in the probably next 6 months or a year. These things are fluid. If I don't see good responses from some of these questions, I take them off, or I replace them, or I reword them. You just have to keep testing and figuring it out. Some of these might not work for your area. Some of these might be fantastic. But this will at least give you guys a baseline when you have Patlive, you get all that together. If that's something you want to do. If you have the time, absolutely answer calls live. But if you don't, you can use a call answering service. And like I said, I use Patlive. This will give you a baseline. Start here. You don't have to use all of them if you don't want. You can cut them down. You can change them. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I'm changing these all the time. But this will give you guys at least enough information so when you do get on the phone with somebody, you have a little bit of research you can do on the background. You kind of know how motivated they are, what they want out of you, why they want it, and what their prices, their asking prices. And I've found sometimes when I ask, when they tell me on here or tell the Patlive representative, and then I ask again, that sometimes comes down. Sometimes it goes up. It's interesting to see their level of engagement. And like I said, it's been a powerful tool for me to use this. Like I said, when I started, it was different. So don't take this as the gospel. This isn't going to give you all the answers. Play with it, manipulate things, and make it your own. If this works for you, I hope it does. I hope this is a good baseline for you guys. Again, if this was valuable, let me know. Say thanks. I mean, not even I need a pat on the back. Just to let me know that somebody's out there that finds it valuable. If it's not, also let me know. Hey, I really would have liked X, Y, Z out of this. And if you did find it valuable, share it with somebody. Help out other people. There's plenty of real estate to go around. There's plenty of deals to go around. And like I said, just share it with somebody who will come back to you. So appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any other questions. Please feel free to respond or comment below, and I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. Thanks, guys.